Today I feel like making nougat. You may be familiar with the Italian variety, which can be rather hard and firm, but I'm going to show you the French version, which is soft and fudge-like. Now you need to be prepared because there may be some things for this recipe that you don't have to hand. For instance, you'll need some rice paper, and you can buy that from Continental Delicatessens or even your local Foodland. And then you need some really good quality honey. You'll need some liquid glucose and some dried fruit. Today I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup of dried cranberries because I love the tartness of them. And then you need a cup each of toasted pistachio and almonds. Now the other thing you will need for this recipe is a sugar thermometer, and here's my trusty old one. I think you do need to buy one of these because it takes the guesswork out of this recipe, and we'll be using it for other things down the track, so it's a good investment. Now in a heavy bottom saucepan you need to put in 2 cups of caster sugar, 1/3 of a cup of liquid glucose. Oh, it's rather stiff, but it'll come out. There we go. 1/4 of a cup of the honey. Then we need to add 1/3 of a cup of warm water. Keep stirring just until the sugar is dissolved and then stop stirring. Keep to hand a brush with some water. And while the sugar is dissolving, just brush down the sides of the pan so that the sugar doesn't form crystals. Now we're going to put in our thermometer and wait for the temperature to reach 150 degrees centigrade. Make sure the bottom of the thermometer doesn't touch the bottom of the pan. When the temperature gets to about 130, it's time to whisk up our 2 egg whites with about 3 or 4 drops of rose water. Whisk the egg whites, and then with the motor still running, pour in the syrup, which has reached 150 by now, and just let it whip up and develop a big volume. It doesn't matter that we're whisking in this very hot syrup into our eggs. It actually makes them shiny and voluminous. So working very quickly now, put in our nuts, put in the fruit, and bring them together. Keep stirring until it's nice and amalgamated. It's getting quite thick now, so you'll need a bit of elbow grease. Now I've prepared my tray by putting some Glad Bake underneath, and that's going to help us take it out. I've got my rice paper shiny side down, 1 layer only along the bottom and up the sides. Now, working quickly, we're going to put this all in and smooth it out. Dip your knife in every so often into some water, and then it's nice and smooth. The final thing we have to do is get some more sheets and put them down on top, just like that. Just pat the rice paper down on the top of the nougat and let it set at room temperature. Don't be tempted to put it in the fridge because that'll make the sugar crystallize. And here's our finished product. Now a tip for cutting this is to dip your knife into hot water. This will keep for about 2 weeks. You can see how sticky and fudgy it is, and it's going to be beautiful with a cup of coffee or maybe a little glass of liqueur.